Hello again everyone, thank you for joining me, I hope you're all well. Okay, so back in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I think I forgot to show you some stuff last time, so let's quickly go on to Truck Manager. So what you can do, if you click it, you can see the horsepower, driven distance, where it is, and how much daily profit. So yeah, sorry that I forgot to do that. So yeah, that's the stuff, if anyone wants to pause it and have a look. Anyway, so we're making about £27 a mile, and I do have a mod on. So what I'm going to do is just really quickly scroll through the mods that I'm using. Oh no, I can't do that on this one. No, I can't do that because it will give away the next truck. Okay, so yeah, we're currently doing a delivery of medical equipment to London from Swansea, and let's quickly get this set up. And yeah, with this one, so I've had a couple of complaints about the music, so with this episode there won't be any background music, and if you prefer it, oh, black Berlingo, I don't think I've ever seen a black Berlingo. Yeah, if you prefer it, please feel free to give a thumbs up, and if you like the music, thumbs down, because then yeah, I'll know, because obviously I can't please everyone. Yeah, it is a real shame that I can't just have the radio on, because obviously I'll just get loads of copyright strikes, and yeah, and then all this effort will be for nothing. But driving in silence, it's a little bit awkward. Right, here we go. What's all that? Oh, pipe. Okay. Right, straddle the lane a little bit, because why not?
Turn left.
Okay, and then we're going off here. Yeah, so I hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a good one. So I was having a look at the bank as well. So we're allowed to take a loan of 90 grand, and I did say I wasn't going to. But if I got that loan, it would mean that I could get another truck, get the next truck, and then it fixes this camera issue. Because I do really like this truck, but it's just really annoying when it does that. And where it's head tracking, it makes me feel a little bit sick when it's doing that, because I try and compensate for it to make it smoother, but obviously it's not going to happen. Right, we're revving the guts out of this again. Yeah, and something else that yeah, might help new drivers as well, lorry drivers. There's some scams about with fuel. So I remember once I was pulled up in a just a lay-by, and a Vauxhall Vectra pulled up, and the bloke got out. He saw that I was awake. I had my curtains open. I was just sitting there, yeah, having a break. And yeah, he said, I haven't got enough fuel to get to the next petrol station. Can I buy 5 litres off of you? And I said, sorry mate, it's all tracked digitally, so I'll get in trouble for it. And yeah, it is actually a scam. So what he would have done was he would have had a really fast pump in the back of his car, and he would have siphoned about 50 litres or whatever, or more, in moments. And yeah, and then he would have just given me cash, and obviously, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, be wary of anything like that, because obviously it would have gone into a big tank, not into his standard fuel tank. Also, another thing, obviously where the tanks are so big, I don't think I'll be able to show you on this, because we've got the, oh yeah, I can. So that's one of the tanks there. And has this got two tanks? No, just the one. So it'd be more difficult in this one. But yeah, my biggest tank was on the left hand side in my lorry. So what I'd do when I parked up in like a lay-by or something, if there was any brambles or stinging nettles or something, I'd put my truck right up against it, so that the fuel tank, to get to it, you had to go through the brambles, and it does make it really awkward in the morning when you're doing your walk round checks, because obviously you've got to properly walk round. But yeah, I'll just throw a pallet down for a moment or whatever, throw something down to flatten them, because it does put people off, because they tap the tank. If you've got one of them crims, they'll walk round and they'll tap the lorry's tank to see how much it's got in, because obviously if it's full it will make a different sound to if it's empty, and then they'll just drill it or whatever, and before you know it you'll be waking up and you'll have sod all fuel. And sometimes the company will blame the driver when it's not really their fault. And it's pretty quiet as well how they do it. So I think I've caught a few people considering robbing my tank. But where I quite often used to sleep in lay-bys, I was kind of quite aware of what was going on around me, even if I was asleep. And I used to have a dash camera running all night as well, so worst case scenario, if I woke up and I'd been robbed, at least I could probably provide some kind of evidence. And it had sound. Yeah, and that application I used, it was free, so there was a mobile phone app on Android, and it just used to loop record, I think, 12 hours. So it'd get you out of trouble. It might have even been more than that. Anyway, so this is driving without any music, so it's a little bit different. And obviously when you're just doing motorway, but it's nice to be able to actually hear the engine now. Right, so 110 miles away. How much fuel have we got? Half a tank. Yeah, so we'll be able to get to London, that'll be alright. And it's one of them fuel stations where it's really difficult to pull out of. You had the window open, sorry about that everyone. Top gear car. Right, let's do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I was talking to someone about them stretches of dual carriageway where it says no HGV overtaking. So yeah, some lorry drivers do completely ignore it. But what you'll find when lorries are in that lane that they shouldn't be, a lot of the time it's because they can't read English. So our signs in the UK for HGVs, they're not very easy for people who don't speak English. So yeah, it makes their job even harder. And trust me, when you drive abroad, like, it's so different. And with them, so obviously they'll nearly always drive on the right hand side of the road, but obviously come to UK, that might be their first experience with driving on the left. So yeah, I always used to give them a little bit of leeway, and if I was on one of them roads and I was being overtaken, yeah, I'd just, like I said before, come off the cruise control and flash them straight back in, because it's not really their fault. And I didn't used to learn French, German, wherever I was. Yeah, they're not very user-friendly. Scania. Yeah, and I know I've slagged them off a bit, so I'm not slagging off Scanias. They're good, they do the job and everything, but yeah, I just never really got that buzz for them. But obviously, yeah, like I said before, everyone's different, aren't they? Otherwise we'd all be wanting to drive exactly the same car. But yeah, there just seems to be a huge fan base around them. Maybe if I'd driven them daily, I'd have grown a lot more fond. Road works. I think I need to adjust the mirror again as well. And actually, not having the music on, this kind of demonstrates what I was trying to talk about the other day. So when a subscriber said that, yeah, he thinks he'd get drowsy. So if you imagine this, so this kind of sound, if you were driving this truck daily, this is what you'd hear in your sleep. You'd just hear it all the time. So, oh, I need to turn that bloody thing off, don't I? So yeah, that's what I said about having window open for a bit of wind noise and yeah, music on as well, just to break that drone. Another Ford Scorpio. Yeah, I saw one a few months ago, but they're very rare in the UK now. Right. 30 miles away. Let's do him. Yeah, I've recognised a few of the companies, like Lenham Storage I recognised. So they are legit. Yeah, I didn't work for them, but I've done some subcontracting for Lenham Storage and
Right.
they're alright up there. Or down there, I should say. And I think they double man as well, so I think, yeah, all of the driving is double manned. Because every time I used to see a Lenham Storage one, yeah, there always used to be 2 people in the cab. I used to hate double manning. Couple of the people I double manned with were alright, but my goodness. And I used to do training as well at the second job, and my goodness, that was difficult. Right, let's turn that off now, that automatic braking thing. Well, it's the cruise control, because it's doing me in. I just lifted off the throttle a little bit, and yeah, obviously it decided to slam on. Right, so adaptive cruise control disabled. Nice. That'll make it more realistic, because obviously this thing definitely wouldn't have that. Thinking about it, probably wouldn't even have ABS. No, it wouldn't have done. So in the next update, so I think I'm running 1.47, I'm running the latest update, but in the next update, you'll be able to turn off ABS, traction control, and all that kind of stuff. And there's going to be screeching as well.
Keep left.
So that would be good for these older trucks. Okay, yep, we are actually going this way.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
No worries, Sky. It's not going in gear. What's occurring? Okay. Come on now, gearbox, don't let me down. Right, I think we need this lane. Probably not. Yeah, we do. Excellent. It was a bit of fluke, wasn't it? I vaguely remember this bit. Actually, no, we didn't, but it doesn't matter. Right, here we go.
Exit now.
God, I hate London.
Continue straight on.
It's so stressful. Because, yeah, as soon as someone sees a lorry,
Get ready to turn
they just want to overtake it or beat it off the line or whatever. And,
then keep left.
yeah, we have a lot of really stupid...
Keep left. And then turn left.
bottlenecks.
Turn left.
I'm going to just reverse, just in case we fall through the map. Yeah, we have lots of stupid bottlenecks in the UK, so you'll be sitting at some traffic lights and it'll go 2 lanes into 1 straight after the traffic lights, and yeah, and then you're just kind of stuck. Like I said before, sometimes it turns into a bus lane or whatever. Yeah, it sounds like we've got a retarder coming on automatically, so I'll have to have a look through that on the settings. That's the engine brake.
Continue straight on.
God knows. Anyway, what time are we at? 17 minutes, right? Nice. I know I'm speeding.
Continue straight on.
Right. I've completely lost my bearings, but let's look both ways. Right, so there's London Eye. And yep, nice. Houses of Parliament. Apparently Pro Mods have done a map expansion for London as well, so I'll have to download that. It doesn't it's not a one-to-one map or anything, so don't get too excited. But yeah, apparently it adds a few bits to London, so I'll have to have a look at that. Oh, the number plate's gone a bit weird on that. We'll hide it. Right, so a mile away. Oh. Yeah, and obviously it wouldn't have electric windows either. But we'll let them off. They can't really do much about that. Okay. Shift over. I keep speeding. Don't mean to. Right, hit the tree. Yeah, trees are a problem as well.
And then turn right.
I delivered somewhere in Manchester, and it was
Turn right.
it was something to do with the BBC. The BBC were doing something, and yeah, the venue that they'd chosen was surrounded by trees, and I had to reverse all the way down there with a banksman, so that was alright. But yeah, as I walked down, because obviously if you can walk where you've got to drive first, that's perfect. And it was a pedestrian thing as well. So I wanted to make sure that, yeah, it was all, like, covered. And, yeah, as I walked down, I said, I'm going to take a few of these branches off. And the bloke said, yeah, no worries. So I went and did the delivery. And, yeah, I obviously snapped as few off as possible, but there were a few. And they decided to phone my boss up and said that I'd done a load of damage, but don't ask for it to be delivered somewhere
To turn left.
like that then. And they had a forklift on site, which was annoying, so in theory it would have taken a little bit longer, but they could have unloaded me, yeah, bit by bit. Right, here we go. Okay, and they want it there. Perfect. My favourite.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, so I've really buggered this up, but I can fix it. Right. Yeah, this is when you need to be flicking back between looking out the window and that mirror, because that was just guesswork then. Okay. Nice. Handbrake on, engine off, and drop that. Yes, I think this job was 11 grand or something like that. Not bad. 10. That's all right. Nice. Okay, so we'll have a look to save a little bit of fuel. We do need to get fuel next, don't we? Let's do another one of them, because we're pretty quick. Right, we definitely don't want to go back there, because we've just come from there. There's nothing wrong with Swansea. Okay. So, let's see what our sleep situation is. Yeah, so let's go and find somewhere to sleep and somewhere to fuel up. Is that... Nope, that's not a petrol station. I suppose we could go back to base, because I believe you can fuel up there for a little bit cheaper. So let's do just that. I hope you don't need the upgrade to be able to fuel up cheaper there. Right, lights on.
Turn right.
Really sharp on the brakes. You're going to stop, aren't you? Nope. Yeah, this could be such a good driving simulator game.
Get ready to
If they
turn
put a couple
right.
of cars in, it'd be excellent. Because if you think about games like Forza, like, yeah, they do have good maps and everything, but it's nowhere near as big as this, is it? Right, so just 5 miles away. A little Fezzer. What an ugly building in front of us. I used to work from a building that looked like that. And I was as miserable working there as the building looked itself. Okay, we're in the wrong lane. Kind of. Right, let's see what she's got. Let's try and race. I didn't need to use all them gears. Right. And... down here. Yeah, I hope you can use the cheap fuel. We don't really need to save that kind of money, but it'd be good to be able to demonstrate it on the series.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, it's in real life. I could hear a car revving up. Yeah, so obviously where we're empty, skipped a lot of gears. It does make a difference, and it makes a big difference on handling as well. So when you're empty, oh look, Millennium Dome, Millennium Joke. Yeah, when when you're empty, my goodness, the difference in handling. So it gets a lot worse. You're much more affected by wind as well. So obviously wind mechanic can never be brought into this game. But yeah, my goodness, the wind is terrible. Right, so not up there. Up the next bit.
Left. And then exit left. Exit left.
Going too quick. I don't know whether we hit that or not, or whether I just jolted the steering wheel. I think we might have hit. Right, lean forward a bit. Okay, we'll just hope for the best. Nice Volvo.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Okay. Oh yeah, we get to see that dancer again, don't we?
Turn left.
Loving life. Isn't he? I'll probably do a dance like that if I could afford a car like that.
You
Right.
have arrived at your destination.
So let's have a little look to see whether... No, it's not here. So usually, this is the only garage that you can have that's kind of like this. Usually in this corner here, you can fuel up for a little bit cheaper. But that's right, we need to come back and sleep anyway. I wonder if... No, I can't get round there, I don't think. I might be able to. I'll give it a try. Right, so let's quickly sleep. And then that's one less thing to think about. Oh, what's going on? That's not what I wanted to do. No, I want to sleep. Why is it not doing it? Bugger. And no, it's not that. Right, well that's a bit odd, isn't it? Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. Right, so I drove out of the garage, area, and then drove back in, and it's coming up with a dialogue now, so I think I just shouldn't have gone over that yellow bit to start with. Right, so let's get some sleep, and I've got a decision to make now, so we've got just enough money, if I get the loan, we've got just enough money to be able to upgrade this place. I did say I wasn't going to get a loan, but I think we should just upgrade it. Because then, yeah, we can start making some more money soon. So, yeah, sorry if that's not what people want to see. But let's do this. So, we'll try and pay it off as early as possible. Right, so that's that done. And then that boosts our money up to 163. And then we'll go on to Garage Manager. And we'll upgrade this. Yes. Okay, so now, if I wanted to, I could buy another truck. Well, if I had the money, I could buy another truck. And then have one going out with a member of staff. So I'll quickly show you the staff on here. I'll let this play. we might still not have fuel. It doesn't matter if we haven't. Right, okay, so we're not going to get any staff yet because obviously we don't actually have a spare truck. So, yeah, you can see they range in skills. So she wants 320 per delivery. He wants 325. And if I wanted to, I could bung my truck to a member of staff and then, yeah, go and do normal jobs. So let's just have a quick look at the economy. So if I go into job market and quick job. Right, so we get 33.89 per mile with that. Yeah, so you do get a little bit more. Tempting. Yeah, very tempting. Anyway, right, so that does actually bring us to the end of this episode. So I'm going to do some thinking about what to do next. Just have a quick look round. Yeah, let's quickly jump in. But then we wouldn't definitely have GPS, and I'd have to go back to having that on the screen if I work for a company, which is quite annoying. Right, just to check. Yeah, so it isn't there, and it's not going to be over there either. So it's the next upgrade where you can get fuel. Right, so I'll do some thinking off camera, but let's just quickly do that and back out again. I can't not do that, it's a game. Right, so I'll park up here and end the episode. So, thanks for watching everyone. I do really appreciate each and every view, and if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. So, if you liked it without music, please give it a thumbs up. If you want the music back, please give it a thumbs down. Right, cheers everyone, and bye for now.
Platform 17 for the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, 3 Bridges.